Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Lifestyle Sports. It's AI from the 210. We have a lot to discuss. There's been a lot that took place yesterday in the NBA world. Shout out to the NBA playoffs. They've been really exciting. I have to give credit to the Dallas Mavericks. Starting off, I want to show them their respect for taking down the Clippers 2-0 so far. They're up 2-0 on the Clips. That's an interesting series. Can't wait to see what happens with that. I love underdog stories. The first topic we're going to go ahead and get into is, out of the finalists for MVP this season, who wins the award? The three finalists, we have Joel Embiid, Steph Curry, and Nikola Jokic. There could be a case made for either one of those players. They all had a fantastic season. To me, I feel like the award is going to go to Nikola Jokic. Out of those three, that's who I would give it to. The reasoning for that is Jokic played all the games this season, all 72. We don't see that too often. Sometimes it's due to injury. Like, shout out Embiid. I know he was hurt. Steph, he was hurt as well. They get to just play all the games like that. But we also see that there has been this load management that's been going on. And I understand, the players need rest. It's like, I could see both sides of it, but the players got to consider that there are a lot of people who want to see them play. And there's certain matchups that people like to see. They may be living in a city now, would be from another city, and might want to see that matchup against their hometown or something. Like, you just never know. And I just wish the players would think more about the load management, or find another way to finesse it and fit it in there. But anyway, Jokic played the most games, so that's something to be said. We don't see that too often nowadays, especially from a star player. So I give him his respect for that. The next thing I would give him the nod on is, out of the three, he shot the highest from the field. I know he's a center, but still, Embiid is a center as well. He shot better from the field than Embiid. And Steph is a guard, so I have to give him leniency on that one. His shot selection, it's harder for him to pick those inside shots. But when it comes down to it, he shot higher from the field. You have to give him credit for taking smart shots. Great shot selection from Jokic. The next nod I'm going to give him on is, he averages more rebounds and more assists than the two. Joel Embiid is his biggest competition in rebounds out of the three, but he got more boards this season, more per game. And assists, I love the way Jokic sees the court. That's for a big man to have that passing ability, to have that basketball IQ. That's amazing. I mean, I love seeing him play, love seeing him orchestrate on the court. Curry is a guard, but I know he has a lot of the scoring load. He's also the best offensive player on his team, especially with Clay being out. So I can understand the different dynamics, but I have to give it to Jokic for that. More assists per game. That's crazy. And the next thing we have to show love to Jokic on, if this stat matters to you, which it should, the player efficiency rating stat, the PER, factors in all those offensive stats, and the one gives you a rating. He has the highest PER this season. It's a good little stat to look at. You can measure up the PER to see how efficient they are based off the offensive numbers. Jokic, he got the nod in that one as well. And I have to show love to Jokic. He lost his star player this year, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is a great player. I like the way Jamal Murray plays. He doesn't back down. He always gives it his all. I feel like that was a big blow. And for them to still finish top three in the West, that's something to be said. I do shout out to Steph for winning the scoring champion, being the scoring champ though. That was a great accolade to accomplish this year. And Joel Embiid got the Sixers to the top spot in the Eastern Conference. That's also something to be said. But when we look at the columns for what I feel like they'll judge the MVP off of, I feel like Jokic gets the nod in this. He will be the MVP this season. If we going away from the finalists though, I would love to have seen Chris Paul get this MVP award. I feel like he deserves at least one. And this would be the season with a lot of the star players hurt. The way the season went, Chris Paul could have got this one. Everywhere he goes, he makes the teams better. It was no different with the Phoenix Suns this year. This season he got there, they instantly improved. Got to one of the best spots in the West, one of the best teams in the West. I love what Chris Paul is doing. I know he's a bit older, but he could easily get that Steve Nash MVP award. Steve Nash got two. Now, I feel like Chris Paul, why not give it to him this year? Why not? But it's going to be Jokic. He'll end up getting that award.